I'm your host with the most, Locum23, and you're joining me for I'm wearing all black, because this is almost like it's a funeral. This is a video that's going to include so much incompetence that it's going to astound you and even impress you. I'm not even kidding you. So, for your safety, please make sure before you continue on with this video to go get a snack, a drink, buckle up, because, oh boy, I don't think you're ready for this. And how a company can continue while being ranked one of the worst can continue to do even worse. I wish I was lying. Here we go! July 17th, unboxing of Ibuypower for the third time. Hopefully they didn't screw it up this time. Alright, let's get to it. So, first and foremost, one piece of tape. Alright, I get it. Also, no joke, one piece of tape down here as well. Received by hand by the UPS driver, without them even setting it down on the ground. So, box certainly has a lot of wear and tears and the whole 9 yards. But hopefully whatever's inside, aka my computer, fares better than this box. Alright, so upon opening it, holy moly, this time they actually put at least some foam pieces around the PC. Let's take a look, shall we? So, looks like one big piece. Oh my god, a piece over there. We got pieces down here, thank God, for once. For the first time ever, they boxed it correctly. However, looks like the graphics card didn't come in the original box. Huh. Looks like there is actually foam, for once, over here. I'm in complete and utter shock. My gusta, there's foam all around it. It's amazing. So, this is the graphics card, right? Alright. So there was no foam in between the top of the box. Graphics card, hard drive case. Interesting choice. And upon checking the bottom of the box, olé. This bodes well. Let's get to it. Alright, there we go. Interesting. Foam padding, at least on the top. Looks like graphics card is indeed sealed. I will have to compare to the original one. At least the thing's pretty insulated, so at least say the box is alright, but it was Asus after all, so. I will say though, one of the problems I have here is, as you can see, no foam. Bottom of the case, unprotected. There's no foam, no nothing. But, okay. Yo, I can't even make this up. Okay, so, man, oh boy. Okay, so, I'm not even kidding you. The one leg is completely broke off. Oh my, I thought they learned. Okay. This leg, fine. This leg, fine. This leg is completely fucking destroyed. What in the actual heck? Bro, and then, you know what's worse? So I noticed this is loose. Are you serious? Are you... Oh my god. Here's the thing is, I just took the thing out of the case, right? Okay, so I'm actually going to get a light. I'm going to keep the camera on instead of pause it. Yo, Here you go. Lights on my head. Turning it on. There's a piece. But here's the thing. I'm going to leave it with that right there. Okay? Where is the part of the leg? Dude. Okay. So they dropped the case on the leg Oh my god. I want to crash out right now. I seriously want to crash. This isn't even the whole leg. This is a part of it that they put in there. Are you... Here's where the legs were, right? Again, oh my god, I want to crash out right now. Here's where the two legs were, right? That was it. There's nothing in the foam. So they put literally a broken... The bottom leg was already broken. Are you serious? I'm not even kidding you right now. This is unedited. This is just... Oh my god. I want to seriously crash out right now. So here's the PC. Right? And this is bent. I want to crash out right now. Where? No, seriously, explain to me. Where's the rest of this? Where's the rest of the leg? Where is it? Like, look at this, man. This is bent and everything. Let's just go. Let's just take the plastic off and let's just... Oh my god, never again. Let's go. Oh, upon right here is the other leg. You realize the power supply's right there, right? Right there. Power supply's right there. I was just saying how they needed to add foam or some protectorate to the bottom, but everything else looked great from the top, you know, and low, and god damn the hole. Holy shit. The incompetence upon taking it out of the case. At least they included the dust cover this time versus they kept it last time, so thank you for that. I mean, oh my Lord and Christ. Hey, at least the glass on the side isn't broken. My god. Okay, I'm really trying not to crash out. I've removed the tempered glass on the side. Just to show you. At least no real damage with that. A metric ton of fingerprints though. Looks like two scratches. So this came back scratched. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Because, I literally filmed me boxing it up, and there was not even a scratch. I even wiped this down with a, Windex. This didn't even have a fingerprint on it. Wow. Okay, so you've... And I know this had foam around it, and why would it be scratched? So, that was done in Winterhouse. Alright, so after removing two little foam things, which I'm gonna be honest with you, it's kind of pointless if like the tempered thing breaks. Like, this is all SOL anyway, right? Alright, let's check the cables, shall we? What? It's already moving and I'm barely touching it. So, and that's the power to the motherboard, by the way. Camera's really not focusing. There we go. So, both? Both are wiggling. I'll have to tighten those. All right. This is good. This is fine. I love how the camera keeps losing focus. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. There's another cord right here. Hold on. Oh, man. I'll tell you. Love you guys. Let me just... That slips in and out like it's nothing. All I did was wiggle it, though. Like, okay. That's not supposed to come in and out that easy, so... But at least we know that if I plug it all the way in, it doesn't, you know, just go right out. Jesus Christ. This pin's not pushed all the way in. There. Right, that's pushed in. The other one's fine. This one's fine. Oh, Lord, hold on. Figured I'd adjust the light and... Okay. So they at least put the card back in where it was supposed to be. The... Oh, God, no. This is fine. This is fine. It's a new motherboard. Let's hope that they put enough cooling juice on there. All the original fans are in here, so they didn't edit any of that. Lord. It's just amazing how, like, typically these are things that just... I want to go with motherboard issue. I really do, but... Like, that was tilted. You saw it. Like, that was barely in. All I did was push once, right? If you push something, it's like this. Better make sure the RAM's in the socket, which... Who did this cord management? Like, who? Lord. Okay, whatever. One can only hope they put enough paste on there. Excuse me while I tighten everything. Which, by the way, I noticed that in their expedients... Haha, that's funny, because this has been 3 months. In their expedients to get this all taken care of, I had a support thing that came with the graphics card that was to prevent sagging. That's not in the box, that's not with the graphics card, that's not in the graphics card box, that's not in any packaging whatsoever, so they kept that too. Man, I'll tell you. In all honesty, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open the M.2s to make sure they actually sent both M.2s back, because, yeah. So it looks like both M.2s are in fact here. Just kind of curious then why you had to inject a new Windows key. Especially when you had all the information to get into the computer in and of itself. And the hard drives did not come up as an issue. Also, side note, the plastic protector was not removed on any of the M.2s. So, oh my god, you guys are incompetent. Here's a valid concern, as I'm sure if you remember when I first opened this up and showed you everything. If they tested the graphics card, right? This is where literally has to be open for the graphics card, right? Why is this here? This should be all the way down here. So how did you test the graphics card? I know you didn't test it on this. Did you even test it? Serious concern. There's a reason why this had a sag thing that pretty much connected to the screws, right? And MSI did a really great job on encountering the sag of a graphics card, right? We all know as PC builders, the sag. And they had a bar that went all the way across here that was supported by all the screws along here. And it went and connected to right here. And it prevented the sag. So until I replace this, because Ibuypower is incompetent as all hell, this is going to start sagging. Unless I, like, get something, like, maybe take, I don't know, a piece of their foam, but then that's really stupid, and I don't know. I don't have anything of this size. Metal would be the best option. Wood is secondary. Like, doing the whole foam / plastic, that's not really a great option because of heat. Then it can melt. So, just saying. Third time sending it in. Each time you guys literally and figuratively took a piece of my computer and kept it. Why? I thought I would go back here and just see. Last time one of the power supply screws was loose. This time we have all 4. Watch. Fingers. I'm not even kidding you. Nitpicky on that one. That one's okay. That one. So two. This one, what the hell? This one was loose. These 2 are okay. So you put it in half-assed. Like right before I even power this thing on, I gotta finish putting in the last 2 screws to the tempered case, okay? I know there's a lot of people who, especially because of their issues on June, I believe it was 21st or whatever. How was a class action lawsuit not started with these people? I'm just asking for a friend, and by friend I mean me. Like, even the front one, you can see right there, right? The front has started to break, too. So, to give you, you know, perfect comparison, this is how this one looks, right? Plastic looks like it was just dropped. This is how it should be. A little perfect triangle, right? So, woo! One leg made it through. The whole entire bottom is just bent. All the shit completely destroyed. Like over here, look at that, man. Completely bent. Jesus. If this thing turns on, it'd be a miracle. I'm gonna be shocked if it does. And then the fact that, like, look at the, like, thing that slides in and out. Like, oh boy. Like, oh my god. Just this side's completely broken. As you can see, everything is plugged in. I'm afraid this thing's gonna just catch on fire the minute I start it up. So here we go. I'm gonna push the button. 3, 2, 1. No catching on fire yet. Like, man, you gotta love this. Yeah. Woo. Just, oh my god, I want to crash out. Windows key injected, really? Where? Where? I wish I was making this up. So in the BIOS, because there's been some issues. Fan on high. Fan on. Fan on. Fan on. Fan on. The literal AI coolers which control the cooling to CPU aren't even turning on. I can't even make this shit up. Look. They don't even read. I just... Oh my god. Okay. Boy, it's a good thing that I'm able to put together computers, because I will never do business with these people ever again. So, these 2 things right here, right here, and right here, we're not even plugged in together. So there's a, as you can see here, there's 2 separate ends. They connect. The same with this. So, without those two being connected, the AI cooler, well, here, I'll show you. The AI cooler is one of those cords. The second one is the fans. Literally the fans that cool the block. So when I turn this bad boy on, this isn't working, and this isn't working. Neither were plugged in. I wish I was kidding you. I really wish I was. The cords that need to be plugged in, we would check those, right? Those are down right there. They were plugged into the motherboard. Oh no, those are fine. Just the fact that these weren't connected, because these go to that set of cords that I just showed you. Oh, lordy lord. By golly gee willikers, let's go ahead and see if this works now. Oh, look! Look! Ineptitude, incompetence, holy shit. So, let me know if you made it through that entire video. Before you hear what I have to say, let me know what your thoughts down below. Now let me begin. You would think that after going back and forth for almost a 1/3 of a year, that your techs would eventually fix it. You would think also shipping people would handle their issues. No. Over time, things have gradually got worse. So go back and look at the first video, and now come and look back at this one and think, well, the computer used to be in packing and inside of an individual box inside of the big box. That was no longer there. No packing on the bottom. AIO cooler wasn't plugged in. There were loose screws in the system, loose cords in the system. There was loose cords on the power supply. You know, there's scratches on the glass where the glass is protected with foam on the side. Like, again, the whole bottom of the case is completely crushed, involving the power supply. You turn on the computer, the Windows has not been, activated. BIOS hasn't been updated. A lot of things on the computer weren't updated. They pretty much just slapped in a new motherboard and sent it on its way. Again, I can go over everything we've just seen, and I'm trying to keep it short and sweet, but I've never seen this much incompetence. And that's coming from a person who, during all of this, because again, this is a third of a year that they've had this PC. And they couldn't fix it. They couldn't do right. They couldn't do right by anybody. And I'll get to the conclusion of all this in a minute. But while this was all going on, I Frankensteined together a PC on my own. Brand new board, brand new CPU, did it all together. Myself. Because I got tired of sitting there and no one from their company was willing to do right. And I never ran into any of those issues doing it myself. Plugging back in the very thing that cools the CPU. Making sure there was enough thermal paste on the CPU. Making sure that everything was packed correctly. Congratulations to, the companies that do this properly, but also the companies that send individual parts and they're packed correctly. Not one single scratch on the parts that I did need for my Frankenstein PC. But without further ado, let's get to Ibuypower's final responses, shall we? So let me pull up the receipts. During the conversations I had both via email as well as phone, pretty much I got to one of their supervisors and I got to hear about our techs would never do that. They are very thorough. Really? And at the time, before all this was said, I did not announce that I had a unboxing video. I did not let them know that I did anything. So they were willing to dispute me. Literally and figuratively. Saying that I was lying. And I'm like, well, once we got to that level, I let it be known I had an unboxing video, that was uninterrupted, unpaused, and I have hours of footage. Quickly, when that was said, their tunes quickly changed. Well, can you send me pictures? Can you send that video to me? And I did. I also sent them pictures and things that I had not included in any of this, showing, not just the crushed graphics card, the damage and everything else, the scratches, the multiple unboxings, etc. And their tune finally changed. But is it going to do anything? Because they've already done this for 1/3 a year, right? So, without dragging this out, I spoke to a nice lad. His name was Daryl, right, who was the supervisor initially. For all I know, it could have been just another employee that was passed off to that, I'm a supervisor. And he was trying to work with me. And then come in 4 other employees that didn't want to abide by what Daryl had offered me, which was, we will send you an overnight label and get that PC back. We understand this has been a huge inconvenience. Daryl even said he would personally put that computer together himself. So I had to send the PC. They weren't willing to compromise, build me a new PC. I was able to at least use that PC. And even though it sounded like an aircraft carrier was going and part of the case was crushed, damage, etc., they weren't willing to compromise. Be like, we'll build the PC here, and once it's ready, we'll ship it to you, and you ship us back the old one? Nope. Alright, so we want the old machine back. Alright, so you'll... I really had to sit and think about it, and even consult others. And they're like, well, it sounds like a good deal. Send it back, and they'll send it overnight to you. Alright? So, I then decided, alright, I'll give you guys one final chance. Well, lo and behold, the thing that they sent me was not overnight. It was ground. So it was going to be another 7 days going from here all the way across the country. Even though Micro Center is literally and figuratively a partner of theirs. I have a Micro Center up my street. I hear I'm one of those lucky people, because you guys want Micro Centers all over the planet. And don't get me wrong, Micro Center is a great company. I just stress to Micro Center, maybe you should drop Ibuypower as a partner, because they aren't even letting you guys do repairs, and I know you guys do repairs better than them. But I digress. So then I contacted them, like, what the hell? Jun is one of the people that replies to me out of 4 other employees. Where did Daryl go? Because he was supposedly the supervisor, and I don't know who the hell any of you guys are, seriously. Well, no. Our things and labels are prepaid. We only do normal. So you guys are already lying to me. You told me overnight. Daryl's going to put it together himself. Then they were going to overnight it back. And all this other stuff, because this had been a 4-month inconvenience. And your thorough techs, when having an unboxing video, which you don't have to be a big old content creator to do it. Pick up a phone and make sure to just film it. It's really not that hard. It really protects you. So, after more and more things unraveled with tons of emails and lying, and I was like, you know what? Daryl offered me a refund. We're going to do that. Because Daryl at least gave me 2 options. Rebuild, refund. He even said that, and I quote, the accounting department will not be very happy with this, but we've been given the go-ahead. So, I said, okay. Your refund will be expedited, according to Daryl in one of the emails, where he gave me a thing. And again, I had even talked to Daryl on the phone. So, again, I had phone recordings for that too. Nope. When they finally received the box, I was told to contact them immediately. And that refund would be expedited as well. Have transcripts of that. Oh, no. And I quote again from emails. We have to inspect and disassemble your PC. That may take more than 5 days, and more take up to 5 days. This step cannot be expedited or bypassed, says John, who chimed back in there at the end, I guess. Refund processing. Once the inspection is complete, our accounting team will process your refund, which may take time as well, and credit to your account. After the refund is issued, it will take an additional 5 business days to appear in your account, depending on your financial institution's processing time. The timeline is firm and cannot be altered, and is beyond our control. As a person who literally and figuratively worked in banking, as well as like shipping and handling and products, and I've been pretty much working in warehouses and all that shit since I was 17 years old. Hold on, let me just go. Oh, shit. Bullshit. Anyway, first and foremost, boy, they sure can take the money out of your account pretty quickly, can't they? They can never put it back quicker than that, even though, yes, they can. It's kind of like your banking institutions can literally take that money back ASAP. Especially when there's a dispute like this. Just saying. And also the fact that if you say something to someone, such as, we're going to expedite your rebuild, we're going to overnight and have it back to us ASAP, you contact me the minute it is back and I will start the rebuild. Already broken promises, telling me that the refund would be expedited. There was even a, let us rebuild it. If we send it back out to you and there's an issue whatsoever, send it back to us and we can do a refund. I even had that option. But again, there were a lot of broken promises. You're telling me that the refund process would have been expedited as well. And yet, I have emails saying Daryl was either so full of BS that it wasn't even funny and he was trying to cover his company's rear, or that basically the people that chimed in after, where Daryl should have been handling it because he was a supervisor, were full of BS more so than Daryl. Which one is it? Now, don't take my word for it. Go to Gamers Nexus or literally anyone who has a tech channel of millions and millions of subscribers and viewers, and they'll tell you that they've done a Ibuypower unboxing. And to quote Gamers Nexus, it was an F- because the PC wasn't even usable out of the box. Don't take my word for it. And he's a tech YouTuber with millions upon millions of people, and he did an unboxing live in front of everybody. Pretty sad, isn't it? So, what's lower than an F-? That's a complete failing grade. It's not an F+. At least it's showing that it could be close to a D-, right? No, you like whatever's lower than F-, give it lower than that. And that's my personal opinion. I've dealt with a lot of computer and tech companies in my time on this planet, and I gotta say, this is probably one of the worst. And I think each and every person, each and every company needs to get wind of Ibuypower and their negligence. And this isn't, I'm not the first person. This has been going on for at least half a decade. And we won't even talk about their huge breach of security that happened on June 21st that affected every single customer, their information, and everything else for literally 2 weeks. It shut down even the company's phones, their emails, everything. Even tracking emails for people's PC was not being sent to them as they were literally doing repairs, refunds, shipping outs, any of it. Their system was down for at least 2 weeks. People were going, where's my PC? And then, due to UPS or FedEx, they're like, well, we need someone to sign for this, and you're not home and everything else, so we're sending your PC back. So all these people were delayed from having their PC back or whatever have you for even more weeks. So I'm not the only one there, too. And the kicker is my PC sat in their warehouse for 2 weeks after their security breach, which is pretty bad because they say that they don't keep any of the financial records or anything on file, but yet somehow, someway, we're going to credit back my account. I'm just saying, My information's in your system, and you had a massive security breach that affected your systems for a minimum of 2 weeks. Just more bull shot that's being given to everybody. I don't really know what to say. I could have made this video at least an hour longer with the voice recordings showing you all the emails and everything else, but I'm just trying to keep it like that. I'm pretty much shocked at the end of the day, and no, I still have not got my money back from Ibuypower. I even sent an email recently going, do I really have to get a lawyer involved to get my refund? Just saying. And most likely I will. And if anybody wants to do a class action lawsuit against them, I will be one of the first in line. Just contact me about it. Because this is pretty much a huge nightmare, and then the security breach on the 21st. Come on, man. Like, we literally go after other companies that have the same issues. Ibuypower, no different. They're a pretty big company that literally and figuratively is screwing over a ton of customers. And until they're held accountable in a court of law with the Better Business Bureau and everything else, I don't know what to tell you. So all I'm going to do is ask each and every one of you watching right now to please, please, please share this. Get the word out there. Make sure that no one ever does business with this company whatsoever. And if you know anybody who's in the tech industry, whether it be partners or whatever, share this with them. Share it with, I don't care, whoever, wherever. Investors, stockholders, whatever. Share it with them. Because if we can change EA to be a better company, we can change Ibuypower to either put up or shut up. Just saying. Without further ado, thank you for watching. Again, please share this. Otherwise, I'm exhausted by this whole entire experience. And I'm already dealing with so much in my life as it is. So, I'm just completely and utterly exhausted. And, you know, just, I'm shocked by people's incompetence. Like, seriously. I would fire each and every single person that worked on this computer, let alone packed and shipped this computer. Those people, there's plenty of people right now who could do far better and deserve a job versus the people who were negligent in this. Just saying. Imagine if my PC I plugged in and it would have caught my house on fire. Just saying. All because of your negligence and inability to pack a box, let alone secure a power supply or so many other issues. Just saying. Thanks for watching. Peace out.